How's it going, gamers? Chonga here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of a game called Warframe, and basically this commentary is pretty much going to be my first impressions or sort of a preview of the game. So anyway, let's get into it. Now, Warframe is a free-to-play third-person shooter, and it's got co-op of up to 4 players. Now, I first heard about this game through a friend, and the first time I saw gameplay of it, it automatically made me think of Mass Effect. Although it doesn't really play like that, but it has got similarities in the art style, and yeah, just basically the way it looks. Now, the way Warframe works is you'll go in and you'll choose a mission that you want to do on which planet, and you can follow along that path and unlock new planets to do missions on. And at first, towards the beginning of the game, it kind of got a little bit boring because the enemies didn't differ that much, but as soon as you open up some new planets, you get many different enemies, and yeah, it's just really good to have a good variety, because if this game didn't have a variety of enemies, it would kind of fail and would get boring. Now, one of the awesome things about this game is the maps for the missions and the missions themselves randomly generate. So even if you click on the same planet and basically go to do a mission again, it won't be the same terrain, it would have changed and all that. But the only problem with this that I find is it's not completely randomly generated, because obviously there'd be so many problems in that. So you'll play a mission, and even though it'll be different to the mission that you've already played on this map, it'll have like the same corridors and the same sort of rooms and that kind of stuff, just randomly jumbled around. So although it's not completely randomly generated in that sense, it's still good that, you know, you're not getting the same mission each time you go to the same planet. Now, the weapons that you start with in Warframe are a melee weapon, so this is usually the sword, but you can upgrade this and buy better stuff for this later on, the pistol, and a rifle. So you can always change this later on, but they're the main starting weapons, and you'll probably use them for quite a bit just because you need to earn some credits up to be able to buy new weapons. In Warframe, instead of just getting better weapons each time you get money, you can actually rank up your own weapons, and once these weapons level up, then you can basically purchase slots that'll allow you to put mods in, as well as increase, you know, your rate of fire damage, critical damage, all that kind of thing. And it kind of works out well, because the longer you use a weapon, the better it will become, instead of just, you know, you're getting to the point where you're all really far forward versing these really hard enemies, but you're still having a really crap weapon, because you can still rank it up and basically make it a good weapon. Now, you find mods in the game by killing enemies, and these are usually special enemies, and usually they'll fly out. And what's good about this game is the loot is your own, so even if a teammate goes and picks up a mod, it means everyone else has to go there and get their own version. Usually the mods are the same, however sometimes they are different, and you can get mods for pretty much anything. So for your melee weapon, your pistol, your rifle, anything like that, as well as your actual Warframe yourself. And these then can be put into slots on either your character or obviously your weapon, whatever they're relating to, and will have different bonuses, like some may give you more shield or more health or anything like that. Now, since this game is a free-to-play game, it does have a system of microtransactions, and for the most part this doesn't really affect the gameplay. You can still buy guns and do all that without actually having to put money into the game. However, one of the things that was quite annoying and I thought was a bit unnecessary was they had a revive system, and you start off with 4 revives. Each time you die, you can use a revive or forfeit. If you forfeit, it means you can't play in the mission anymore. If you use a revive, you just spawn. And once this clocks down to 0, you can't use anymore until you purchase them with the in-game currency that you have to pay with real money. Although you do start off with some, so you can do it a couple of times, it seemed a little bit unnecessary, because what that would mean is if I ran out of revives and I didn't have any currency to buy anymore, I pretty much, as soon as I died, the mission was over for me, and I thought that was a little bit restrictive in the playstyle. However, I have learnt that once it's a new day, all your revives will refill, so even if you do run out of revives, you can just, you know, wait until the next day to refill them. Now, this isn't a major issue, it's just something that I thought maybe could have been changed a bit. However, you could also just adopt the principle of not dying, or any time that you do die, forfeit, so you can save your revives. So it's not really something that hurts the game too much. It's just, I would have thought that they could have made that to be bought back with actual currency that you can earn in the game instead of actually stuff you have to buy. So I'd recommend this game to anyone who's looking for a free-to-play game to play with their friends co-op, or anyone who likes third-person shooters. Now, the game is in its closed beta forms, but there is no NDA, so you can upload videos and talk about it and all that. That's obviously why I'm making this video. So I'll have a link in the description on how to get codes to pretty much get in the game. It's not too hard, so yeah, just go check that out if you're interested. Anyway, this brings me to the end of my commentary that was pretty much a first impressions or a preview of Warframe. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments, put them down below, and if you want to join the gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.